thank you all for watching that. Thank you to Brian and Taylor. I always have a problem. With knowing who I like more between Brian and Taylor. I've been contemplating that, and I think that Brian is a little bit nicer, but Taylor, he talks kind of funny, but actually I love both of those guys. I do miss them coming out, so I love watching their videos. Just know that we will be replaying this on YouTube, that way, because I know that there was some technical difficulties there as well, where it was stopping and going. So just know that this afternoon we will replay that video on YouTube. So just go to YouTube and in the search line, search Mulqueen Sewing. You'll see our logo, and just click on that, and you'll see that that video will be there. And if you subscribe at that point and hit the little bell next to the subscribe, that way every time a new video comes up, you will be notified. We do have a lot of videos on there right now from Kathy on different techniques of the Luminaire, and we're definitely going to continue that. If any of you were at our January Anita Goodesign event, I did make kind of silly trading cards. I was able to get some undercover photos of Taylor, and I made these trading cards up. You can see on the photos there was all different kinds of Taylor cards. There was a prison Taylor and a Captain Taylor and a Superman Taylor. We were able to raise a lot of money for the Anita Goodesign charity. So it was all for fun. Taylor was a good sport about it. I made him socks with the Superman Taylor on the socks. He really enjoyed those. And just want to say that Brian, you're lucky this year, because I do have some secret photos of you, and who knows what we would have done with those photos. So Brian, you got lucky this year, but next year everybody sign up for our Anita Goodesign in July to see what we do with some of Brian's pictures. And it's prize time again. So this is again I have two prizes this time. They are $25 gift cards to mulqueen.com, and these are drawn from the people that had registered. Diane Walker, you have won a $25 Mulqueen gift card, and drumroll, Sandra Rodriguez, you also won. Congratulations to you guys, and there will be one more prize at the very end of this. And so I just wanted to go over some of those notes from the Brian and Taylor show that just happened. The Anita Goodesign coupon code, if you go to anita-gooddesign.com and you shop for designs, you have until, that's the code, Mulqueen20, anita-gooddesign.com. If you write those down, because you have until August 22nd to redeem that code and get 50% off everything that they have, all the old stuff that they've created already. But if you want some of the new stuff that they come up with for this next year, you would join All Access. You can either join it new, you can renew. All Access, it is now available 4 different ways. It was 3 ways. Sorry about that. It is now, you do save up to 84%. If you were to buy everything that came out this year, you would be spending a lot more than just joining the All Access. You get all of their standard releases, you get all of their large special editions, basically everything that they come out with. And 3 of the the ways you do get the book, where you pick it up at your local store, or you can pay a little bit extra and have it shipped to your home if you like having the book. We are going to do prizes. Anybody that does sign up for All Access, whether it's monthly or yearly, any of the ways of getting All Access, we're going to draw prizes. There's a $300 Floriani stabilizer set. We started carrying King Star metallic thread in sets. We don't have individual colors yet. We're going to give one of those away. A $50 AnitaGoodDesign.com gift card that never expires, and a $50 Mulqueen gift card. So if you do join, the best value again is the All Access, where it is $1,400 up front. But you get a $1,400 gift card for AnitaGoodDesign.com to spend whenever you want. There is no expiration date on that gift card, so you basically get your $1,400 back in gift card. You get everything they come out with for a year. You do get this, the All Access book with that program. It is $1,400, but you get a $1,400 gift card, which is hard to say. If you want to buy, we try to make it as easy as possible, so you don't have to call us, because there's so many of you. So if you just go to mulqueen.com, and on the very home page there is a white link that has the Anita logo. If you click on that, you can purchase all of these 4 different ways of All Access. The second way is the $9.99 version, where you don't get the gift card. They call it renewal, but you can just join up even if you've never joined up. You can still start with this package. It is called renewal. It is on sale for $9.99. You do get everything Anita comes out with for a whole year, which would be 84% off if you were to pay for it all. You get 84% off for buying it this route. Each month you will get this book. It'll be at your store at the beginning of the month. When you're buying it, just let us know. If you don't want it shipped to your home, just let us know what store you would like it picked up at. Hopefully it's one of our stores, but it can be at others. And once again, mulqueen.com. You'll see that screen 2 more times, so I won't go so fast on that towards the end here. But if you do the brand new way of All Access, it's they call it the digital. It's all digital, so you wouldn't receive the All Access book as a hard copy, full color, very nice. But you will get access to download that through AnitaGoodDesign.com. So that book is still there for you. It's just not printed and sent to your store or mailed to you. It'll be for download. And that one is the $799, and that does include everything that Anita Goodesign comes out with for the year. And it's just the magazine is now digital. And if you want that one, they're all in the same spot, home screen of our website, mulqueen.com. And the 4th way is the monthly. So it is $99 a month. A lot of people will see what's coming up and they are excited for it, so they'll sign up. You can come and go on this one. It's $99 for that month. You get everything that they come out with that month. And you will get this book. So this book will, with this program, the $99 a month, you'll get your book every month. And inside the book is full color illustration of how to do all of the projects. On the back of the book, it will show you the design collections that are in the book. So it is a very nice book. The only way to do it all digital is to do it by the paying for the $7.99 a year. But this one, it does get you everything, and you can pause your membership. So if you want to start it, do it for 3 months, you can pause it, and then in a couple months later, just call them back, say you want to start it again. So you can come and go with the month to month. And this is also on our website. By clicking that link, it'll go to all 4 options of All Access. And remember, we'll do a drawing. The drawing will be in a few days. Let people decide on the join up so that we can do the drawings for everybody that has bought the All Access. We're going to take just a few seconds here to set up our cameras on the machine real quick. So just give me one moment.
Ready?
This is the moment we've been waiting for. We have the one and only Kathy Brown. Yay, Kathy! Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Darren. I'd like to take a moment to say that it's nice to see so many customers and students and people on. So I know you're well and staying safe. And let's just keep that going. Okay, I'm going to show you what the new features are in the XP2, the Luminaire 2. They will be available if you have the Luminaire 1. You can purchase an upgrade that will include all these features too. So that is one nice thing about Brother, that whenever a new machine comes out, they give you the option. Do you want to buy the whole new machine? Do you want to upgrade yours? So you can always keep yours current and up to date. There's a couple of new features in sewing that have really impressed me, and I hope it will impress you too. First of all, we're going to come over and just pick out a stitch. Let it go folder 2. I'm going to pick out stitch number 2-06. We now have a snowball sticker that comes with the snowman stickers. The snowball stickers are to stop sewing exactly and precisely where you put it. You can use it for your mitered corners successfully. You can use it in utility stitches. You can use it in decorative stitches. So I'm going to demo that a couple times. Darren, you have it on the table?
Yep.
Okay. So to use this, you have to go into options, which is right under the house. And at the very bottom, there's a new icon. And it looks like my snowball sticker. So now, here's what it comes up, but it's asking me, do you want me to just stop anywhere in the middle of the pattern or not? Does it matter? But if I touch this one, it will complete the pattern before it stops. So let's go ahead and watch that sew. And the sticker can be within 1.5 inches on either side for it to register where you want to stop. And for those of you that don't know the Luminaire or the Brother machines, you see that I didn't even take the embroidery arm off. We can sew with the embroidery arm on. And there it stopped. Cut it and show you. So it finished the pattern. It finished the pattern and stopped exactly where I put my sticker. Okay.
Well, how cool is that?
It's great, especially people like me that can't sew a straight line and all this other stuff is great. Okay, so in sewing functions, they haven't added a lot in sewing functions right now. Of course, the specialty stitches are one of the best features. If you haven't tried the hand quilting stitches under the S category, S3, S04, and S05, they're great. You really need to try them. I believe those came in upgrade 1 on the first Luminaire. Okay, so we're going to go to character decorative stitches and say okay. Under character decorative stitches, there's several categories that you can use the sticker on. So I'm just going to pick this one, and I'm going to go ahead and select my little icon again. And I'm going to move my sticker over to the other side. When you do this, you need to make sure that the solid black lines are even with where you want to stop sewing. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch. I was playing with this earlier, and on some of the stitches like the Christmas trees or the leaves, that really is cool that it will finish the pattern exactly where you want it to. It won't just stop in the middle of it. The one thing though, you can't combine patterns and use the stop ending function. It's only a plain pattern. So it's getting close. It's going to slow down quite a bit. It'll tell me you need to remove that sticker.
We love all these new features.
So sometimes it tells you and sometimes it doesn't. If you can see, there's a blue light that's flashing, and that's giving it the exact where my line is. And there, it's going to finish the last pattern. And I don't know how it knows to squish them together so it does finish the whole pattern and not look bad. I didn't remove the sticker, and I think it sewed right through it. That's okay, you get many stickers with it.
Yep.
All right? So I didn't take the sticker off, so you can see it kind of sewed through it, but you get a couple of sheets of these snowball stickers. The other thing that they've changed or added to in the sewing functions, let's go to, I'm going to come to options first, delete my stitch, and I'm going to come back and pick up some other stitches. Okay, now if I want to use my laser, I used my camera. I don't know how many of you use that camera for sewing. I teach it in class to make people sew on a ribbon. Turn on that camera and they can see exactly where they're stitching. But we're using the laser function right now. So with the laser function, if you have it just on main line, it's going to ask you, do you want a straight line? Do you want a dot? Large, medium, or small length? Main line position, and what color you want it. So I have it set for red. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to turn on my subline. And on my subline, it's set for the on, and it's set for the green, and then I've set it to be 1/4 of an inch. So now when I sew, if I sew directly, my needle will go on the red line, and I can put my fabric right on the green line, the edge of my fabric, and that will make it an exact 1/4 inch. Make sure your fabric's straight, folks. And I could have used a snowman for this too, but I just want to show you the two laser lights. You do have to guide it some. And I'm going to cut. Now, I can't see any comments, so I don't know if there's any questions. So I'll just keep going here.
But just know, everybody, if you are making comments, we're here doing this part, so we might have to answer the comments after.
Right.
So just hang in there with us, and we will get back with your comments as soon as we can.
Okay, now I'm going to turn on the projector because they have made some changes with the projector. Now you can see on this bed of the machine, is it showing, Darren?
Yep.
Okay, on the bed of the machine,
I like the rainbow color.
It's showing me what stitch I'm using. They've changed the background on here now, or given you the options to change the background. So if I come over here and click, now I've got the white background. If I come over here and click, I've got the darkest background. And the middle is just kind of a neutral in between. All right?
Sure helps you see your lines.
Yes, it does. It helps you to see your stitch and the line. I'm not clicking it exactly right. Okay. The other thing is, when you're in this position, if you want to pick out a different stitch, all you have to do is touch over here that you want to make a selection, and then use the arrows pointing right or left, and it will scroll through all the stitches. When you find one that you like, you just touch set, and that's the one you'll be sewing.
I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but we really want you to come in and let us show you this. And all of these features, yep.
Yeah, the sewing features, it's a little hard to see here, some of them. So those are about the newest things that came in the upgrade on this machine that I have found so far. I was fortunate enough to take the machine home for 2 nights and play with it some, and so I found some things that aren't even listed, and I'm sure I'll find other ones that they've changed.
You're going to switch it over?
Yes, let's switch over to embroidery. Darren's going to talk while I switch.
Hey, it's me. Actually, I just want to see if I have a video here. And I'm hoping that it'll play, but if it doesn't, that's okay. Let's see, and I realized that I put our streaming level at high. I should have done medium, so I'm sorry about the hesitation. But when we replay it on YouTube, I'm hoping that that it won't have that for you, so you can watch this without the hesitation. Let's see if this loads.
From light years ahead to light years beyond. Introducing the Brother Luminaire 2 and Novus XP2, the second generation of the brilliant Luminaire, featuring revolutionary stitch vision technology for virtually perfect stitch positioning and more precise previews of your designs and stitches. And now, with the Novi Plus technology, you can stop your stitch exactly where you want with the endpoint sewing function. Plus, enjoy virtually unlimited design options with the enhanced My Design Center, with 42 decorative fills inspired by geometric shapes, basket weave, leaves, and bubbles, to elevate the built-in designs or create unique ones. The Luminaire 2 is filled with even more brilliant technology to let your creativity shine, like 2 new app-based features: My Design Snap for wirelessly transferring line art or illustrations from your mobile device to your machine, and My Stitch Monitor for remotely keeping tabs on the progress of your embroidery. Plus, choose from 5 bold hexagon shapes to give you more options for your embroidery and quilting projects. And 5 2-color quilt sash designs, perfect for eye-catching colorful borders. And single or triple stitch options for quilt sashing to let your stitches stand out. All working together to take your projects beyond beautiful, lighting up your world and theirs. The Luminaire 2 and Novus XP2, light years beyond.
So, I hope it wasn't too much of a lag there on the video playing, and but we do have special offers on the new Luminaire XP2. You do have to call. We're not allowed to offer the pricing live or even recorded online. You'll have to call us. And please just know, if you do call, we're going to try to get somebody to just take your name and phone number so we can call you back. Because we will be getting a lot of calls today, so we're going to try to answer everybody in a timely manner, but please just be patient with us. The package offer on the Luminaire, which we still are going to show a couple more features on it, but if somebody is interested, we're going to give you, it includes the upgrade. The XP2 comes with the upgrade already on it. We're going to include the new sashing hoop, or the magnet hoop. That'll definitely be with it. P-Design 11 software we're going to include. We're going to include a collection of designs from Brother, a pace setter thread set. Pace setter is Brother's line of thread. Of course, a roller bag set. We're going to include a 10.58 by 15 inch magnetic hoop for the machine. That is the largest hoop that this machine accepts. And then this is something special. There's a gal that's the spokesperson of Brother. Her name is Angela Wolf, and she is offering a mastery class on the Luminaire. So anybody that does take advantage of this offer, they're, I guess, only doing 1,000 attendees for this class, but it's for all of the country. So we do have some of those class seats available. It is very limited, and it's not something we can offer on the side as a standalone purchase. It's only available through a package like this. And the mastery class, whoops, let me go back up a page, sorry. Page up. The mastery class is it's an online class with Angela Wolf. It's 15 chapters filled with streaming HD, as you can see on the screen there. A lot of videos, and this is a very limited students available for this particular class. And everybody, you can upgrade your Luminaire that you might already own. We also have a separate package available for event model Luminaires, because we do have some Brother Luminaire XP1s that we would upgrade to make it an XP2. If you are interested in the upgrade to make your Luminaire XP1 and Luminaire XP2, I have a special offer for that as well. But I'm going to get back to Kathy, because she is set up here for the Luminaire embroidery side. Just a few things that are new with the embroidery side. Take it away, Kathy Brown.
Oh, there's several new things in the embroidery that I'm really excited about. And Darren told you about the sashing hoop, and unfortunately, am I on?
Yep.
Okay. The new sashing hoop, I'd like to explain a little bit. It's a magnetic hoop, but it's going to operate completely different from the ones that we've been buying from Dime, all right? What it is, there's like 8 little brackets that lock onto the frame. And she was showing you take the one big bracket at the beginning of your hoop, or at the left side of your hoop, and smooth it down so your fabric is nice and tight, and then you put that on there. Then after you finish that section of your design, you're going to take those magnets off, all but 2 of them. It comes with 8 magnets, all but 2. Because those 2 will slide down with your fabric to go to the next section. You don't have to unhoop or take all the magnets off. They just slide down, and now you put the other ones to replace that position where they were.
Fancy dancy. We're excited.
It's really nice.
Very excited to get that hoop.
Yes, we are very, very. Okay, we have a new category that was added. So it's way down here at the end, and it looks like lemons. And there's 50 new designs in this lemon category. And there's some very, very pretty ones. And there's some for the octagon shape. And I'm going to explain about that in a second here. So there's some very pretty designs here. I'm just going to pick out a design. And I'm going to say set. And we'll go back and add. Go back to 15. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be special. And I'm just picking out things. Whoa, that's not good. Let's take that one away and put something else there. Ooh, see, it shows sideways, but those are really big. I haven't played with all these yet. So let me take that one away. I just want something little. What's that? Okay. Now we'll say set. And I'm going to move that down. I'm sorry, I'm going to do it this way. And the coolest thing, all right, so this can happen with anything. If you've done a design and you added lettering, what you can do is you can tell it, I really want to sew the first one first or the last one. You see this little icon right here? It has like 3 little pieces of paper and 1 dark. You touch that, and then it asks you what order do you want this in. So if you had put your lettering in last, you could tell it to sew the lettering first. So what I'm going to do is take there, and now it's going to change positions. And it would sew that first, okay? And I'll go in and explain that a little bit better in a minute with another project. We're going to say delete and delete. And I want to go back and get something pretty in that category. 15.
I do want to say that anybody that does buy the XP2 upgrade from us, we're going to record some classes for you so that you'll see how to use all the new features.
Okay, I'm going to say set now. And some of these octagon shape ones, you'll see in a minute why we like the octagon. But here's some new things. We're going to go to edit. And down here, we always have our little stippling icon, right? So if I touch that, it will automatically put stippling around my design. Just automatically. Up here, I have different choices. But first, let me explain. This asks you what size hoop you want to use because it will put the stippling appropriate to the hoop size you're using. Okay? This one is, do you want to create like a margin or a border around your design? And I'll just increase that some. Whoop, it won't do it. Too complicated. Let's come back and put the biggest hoop on. And there it is again. So it didn't have enough room to add distance there. You can change the size of your stippling by spacing, making it bigger or smaller. Okay, so, and then we have the echo function. And whatever settings you had put in for the stippling will affect the echoing too. So if I had put in the distance, it would show here, and it's putting it a little further apart. So you're saying, oh, I have that on mine already, right? Well, you don't have this. Now I can go into Design Center and pick out any pattern.
I like the new bubbles.
And add it there without going into Design Center. That is really cool because normally you have to load the design, then you go add, and you go into Design Center and you get it up. Now it's right here for you to do. So that's a new thing right there. So we'll say okay. And if for some reason I wanted to sew those, I can go and select. I've got too much on there. So we'll go to Embroidery. And there's the design and how it would stitch out. Actually, on the embroidery screen, I haven't found anything new in here, other than the projector seems to be a little brighter than it was. So that's one of the newest functions there that I really like. I am going to say delete. Okay.
Well, you worked so hard on that, you're going to delete it all.
Yeah. So a lot of times I'll get emails. I finished an embroidery design, but I want to add stippling to it, and it's all finished. So the first thing I'll tell them then, well, do you have your design still in the machine? And they'll say, yes. And so I'll say, well, bring it up. Did you put it in the right position? Go ahead and take a picture of your fabric with that same design on it.
Let's see if I can move this
Okay.
out of the way. There we go.
I think it was in this category. Okay. So then I could say set. And now it's going to be lined up. But I could take a picture of it and make sure the one there lines up with it. It only takes a minute to scan it, so we'll say scan. And then I could make sure the two are lined up. So if the two are lined up, well, I'm going to just keep going then. So I can add my stippling or any design pattern to an already completed embroidery design. And it's real quick and easy, just a couple of touches. Okay, and there's my picture and my design. And it's lined up pretty well.
They're on top of each other.
So I'm going to close that. So I want to add stippling to this now. So I can come to my stippling icon and I can go ahead and touch stipple. And there it's all stippled. Okay?
Yay.
There's one thing though, you can't get it in the center. Okay, the center's empty. I'll show you how to do that, and that's a new feature.
Yay!
Yay! So I'm going to go back here and say, well, I'm going to say okay and show you what happens. So if let's take that. Come on. Uh-oh. It's not letting me select. We'll delete. So we'll bring back my picture and my pattern. Sorry, folks. Don't have 2 cups of coffee when you have to get online on video. It was all Pat's fault. He made that hot coffee.
We have strong coffee makers.
Yeah, put it
It's
here.
not hot enough in Arizona right now, so we need as much hot coffee. I saw we were going to break a record of
Today?
something like the most days over 110
Oh
degrees
yeah, I
in a
saw
row.
like 33 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, I lost my design.
It's a wreath.
That's it. There it is. Okay. And also on this one, this design, there's a wreath for every season built in. You just have to go into the different folders to find it, but there's a wreath for every season. So I'm going to say set. I am going to go back to edit and my stippling, and I'm going to make it smaller to fit a smaller hoop. Okay, so you see it still has that opening there because the stippling won't go there. But I'm going to say okay, and just take this and I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Oh, I just want to delete the stippling. Okay. That took it all away again. That's okay. I put it in memory earlier, or another one. Oh boy, sorry. It's me.
It's one of the new features, so we're still getting used to being able to add stippling inside of spaces.
Okay, so say set. So you've already seen that if we do the normal stippling, it won't go in the center. But if you come in and you use the flower icon that we used to use to get to Design Center to put our backgrounds in, if you touch that one now, it has a new option. Do you want to line inside and outside of the design? So I'm going to say yes, I want one on the inside too, because I want it to fill with stitches too. So I'm going to put that in memory, and it's going to tell me to recall it from my Design Center. I'm going to say okay. So now I'm going to go add and go to my Design Center. It told me that it was going to save it in the frame section. So I go to the frame section. I touch the flower that looks exactly the same as the other one. And there you can see my wreath. So now when I have the wreath on there, and it's just giving me the outline, if I want to put in a different background other than the stippling or the echo, all I have to do is come in here and it's done.
Yay!
Okay, so you can do it inside and out by that new little icon that says line. All right, so that's really fun. I like that a lot. Let's go back and all clear.
And we will be working on videos here in the next week or two to get to everybody. And we're showing this because we have so many people that have the XP1 Luminaire, and this is a highlight of our year, is to be able to have a new upgrade, because we have so much fun with these machines that we want everything new that comes out, and they did a good job this year.
Keep talking, Darren.
We are going to offer the upgrade as a pre-order, because we don't have them in stock, although I did order quite a few. If you click on that same image that we had used earlier for if you were interested in All Access, it's the same icon. Just go to Mulqueen.com and you pre-order by just clicking that logo on the home screen of Mulqueen.com, and you'll see the 4 options of All Access, but you'll also see the pre-order for the upgrade if you have that XP1. there are two upgrades. The first upgrade came out last year, and that was the sashing upgrade and the couching. It was, that was a big thing with the couching part of it. And this is the second upgrade, and I have been informed that you do not have to have the first upgrade in order to get this one. So it doesn't matter which order you do your upgrades. I got that confirmation yesterday. If you are interested in it, you get the our package, the one that Mulqueen Sewing is offering, is the upgrade, which is the software upgrade, and the upgrade, which is a hardware upgrade. The hardware we call the sashing hoop. I can't imagine anybody not wanting that hoop. It can be used for more than just sashing. It's a very strong magnetic hoop. So we're bundling those two items together. If you do pre-order, before we get them in stock, we are going to offer a magnifier for free. If you purchase the upgrade on a pre-order, there is a brand new magnifier. There is a video on it. I'll put it on YouTube so we don't play it here because we seem to be getting a lot of lag on the videos. But I will play a video on the magnifier on our YouTube channel. So make sure you go over there to see our videos. If you're interested in it, you just go to mulqueen.com and pre-order today. It is a refundable deposit, but everybody that's pre-ordered will be calling you to let you know everything about it. It is kind of a strange thing that we can't just say, oh, here's our price, but this is exclusive for Mulqueen customers, that it's something that is not just like selling thread or bobbins or needles. This is a big component to a big machine. My brother would like us to sell it to our customers, and so I can't just put the pricing out there. Just pre-order it, know it's going to be the best price. That's how Mulqueen's we do everything. We make sure you get the best pricing, and if you pre-order, you will get that $100. The magnifier, I believe, is going to be MSRP of $110, but you will get it free if you were to purchase it before they hit the stores. So I am going to turn it over to the lovely Kathy Brown again here. Let me turn off my picture-in-picture. Take it away, Kathy.
Okay, I'm going to go into the quilting now.
This is one of the best parts, right?
Okay, yes it is. So I'm going to touch the quilting icon. And what's new is we have some 2-color quilting patterns. So I'll touch that. And these 5 patterns are 2-color. All right? So that's great. And there's 5 new quilting patterns or sashing patterns been added here. But the newest thing is this little hexagon, octagon, and they've included the sashing here. The nice thing is, in the new category they added, they also put in some hexagon designs. So I did this one the other night.
Back it up a little bit. There we go.
Better?
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So I sewed the design out, and then I did the sashing around using the new function here. And I'll show you how it works. Those of you that know me know I'm not a quilter, and so the funny thing was I didn't know how to turn the hexagon shape into a square for a block after, so I got my book out, Quilting for Idiots. It still didn't tell me. So when you bring up one of these designs, it wants to know what size is your design. I think this one was 8.91. Now, go back. I got to do 8.9. Okay? And that's going to go up there when I say set. So that's the distance up and down there. Now it wants to know how wide do I want that sashing to be. So I'm going to say I want it to be 2 inches. So then when I say set, and I say next, and then you can tell it what size hoop you want to use also. Okay, you don't forget that. You can always change the hoop size. I'm going to say next. And they're telling me now it's going to take this many pieces, and they're going to put it all in memory for me, all broken up. I'll say memory. And I'll say okay. So it's in my machine memory. So it's right here. The first design is always the last one you put in. So now it has it here. Oh, look at that. I brought the other thing back up. Okay, so here, what's interesting, I'm going to select this one. Let me go return. Let me get rid of what's up there. I guess it's my fabric. I'm going to delete my fabric picture and say okay. And you always have to go to settings to do that because that's the only place you can do that. So now we'll have the hexagon. If I touch this now and it puts it up there and I say set, it doesn't put anything on there. I will have to use the projector to line everything up manually. But I can see where it's going to start sewing in the square. But I'm going to delete that. If I go back there, I get it again, and I get the piece up there I want, and I touch that one again and say set. Now it will give me the exact position with the hoop in the background to show me where I should start sewing. So always touch it twice. That will bring this up for you so you can follow this. And then after you finish that one, it will move the hoop down and tell you where to put the next one, and you'll have a little cross that you can help line it up with, which is really great and a fun function.
Makes it easier.
Oh yeah, especially for non-quilters.
For anybody that's looking at this saying, what is going on? What are you talking about? Just remember that we will definitely have videos on this for you to explain it all. Because I know not everybody has done this before, so just know that Miss Kathy is going to make some fun videos for us.
Maybe. Okay, so now we're going to go into Design Center. And most of you know I love Design Center. That's my favorite thing. And I'll show you a couple of tricks and show you the new features that they added to it. Probably most of you have seen this, but years ago, on the first one, I did this from this color book. You see that? A color book page to this in Design Center.
It's a little close, but that I think they can see it. Yep.
Back up.
Yeah, perfect.
Can you see it all now? Okay, good. So it's very, I will say it was some planning and some work. I'm not going to say it was completely really easy because you have to think it through. Here's another one I did several years ago for Christmas. And I found out there was one fill stitch.
That's Kathy's summer home.
There's one fill stitch. No matter what you put it in, the center little spoke always comes in center. So I use that to make my peppermint candies. That's actually from a big fill stitch in the machine.
Oh.
Yeah. So first thing I tell everyone, when you're going to start scanning, you should take the thread out of the needle, because sometimes it will pull the thread and you'll get something that looks like a worm or squiggly on your picture and you're going, what is that? Well, it's your thread. So that's one little tip I like to add. The other one, before you even start scanning something, come up here, and these boxes up here represent your lines or outlines, okay? So anything you want to do an outline, a satin stitch, blanket stitch, or those, anything that's an outline. I'm going to come in here to properties, and I'm going to change it to just a double stitch. And the reason I'm doing that is because lots of times when you bring in something like that stocking, if you left it in that satin stitch, it's going to tell you too complicated because there's just too much to it. So I'm going to say okay. And then we're going to go ahead and just scan this. And it's just a line design. And scan. Now, the nice thing is, on the XP2, and it will be in the upgrade, it will actually store your image, which it never did before. If you wanted to do it again or had to fix it, you had to rescan your pattern. But now it will actually keep that in there until you scan something else. No smiley face tells us it's working. You only have to use enough magnets to hold it down. You don't have to put magnets everywhere. If you're not a real digitizer, but sometimes you just want to create something, this is the way to go. So now it's telling me, see, and I can tell down here, it put the double stitch in red. Now I can come in and crop out what I don't want. Come on.
And if you haven't seen this feature on a machine before, its brother is just, they make an amazing embroidery machine, taking a drawing and we're converting it to stitches.
Now you have an eraser, so if there's any flaws on here, you can erase them. So there's my design so far, and do I like it? I'm going to say set. Now it's on my working screen, and it is actually stitches. So if I just wanted red work, I could stitch that out right now, and it'll be red work. If I want to come in, and I want to put some, oh, it also zooms up to 1600 now instead of just 800.
Right.
And on your sewing embroidery screen where you have the zoom in the hand, now that one goes up to 800, I believe it was. Okay. So we're just going to make it like 200 so you can see it better. So now these boxes all represent fill stitches, stippling, echo, design patterns. So anytime you want to put in a new fill stitch, you're going to come in here. This is the properties tab. And I'm gonna, there's 3 there, that's regular fill, stippling, and then you touch the last one, and it brings up all of them. And now you have 36.
Use the bubbles.
Okay, I'll use the bubble. Like a little kid. Okay. All right, so I've selected the bubble. It's in red, and we'll say okay. So now that's one of the new fill stitches. So I'm going to make sure my bucket's turned on because that means flood fill it. And I'm going to touch inside. And there's lines there, so it's breaking it up for me by lines. All right?
See how perfect the bubbles look?
So we can come back now and get another one of those new fill stitches. Which one now, Darren?
Yeah, that one.
That one?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, this is good. You have to remember, some guys don't have. Also, you have to remember, Darren is colorblind, but I'm thinking he's design blind too, because this one's going to look weird. Okay?
That's my kind of flower.
So, there's 6 new ones, and I stitched them out. Where's my circles? Oh, I stitched out all the new fill stitches just to show you what they are.
I'm going to widen this a bit. There we go.
Okay, and so this one, the normal fill is 100%. That's in the center of all these, and the outside is 50% of the original. So there's that one, and that one. I tried to use bright colors so you could see them. And this one. I really like this one. It's just really cool. And if you start playing with it and move it around. And then the one we just put in, the tulip that he likes.
Oh, wait for it.
There's the bubbles.
The bubbles.
Bubbles are cute when they're smaller. Big bubbles. All right. So I'll just go ahead and put one more in there. I'm not going to do the whole design just for time's sake. Oh, I got to pick a different one. I'll pick that one because we're going all geometric. Say okay. Okay. Now if I want to change the lines on there, they didn't add any new lines. It always has this a double, a triple, candle wiki, chain stitch, blanket, V-stitch, and if you touch the flower and say select, you get more. Okay. Just to show you what you can do, I'm going to take the hearts and say okay. And I'm going to take a different color and say okay. And I am going to touch around the bucket. Oh, got to have the bucket on for it to take effect. So now all that bucket's in green, and so are the leaves, because if they're touching, it's going to take them all. So I'm going to say next. It's working. It's about as slow as our internet. So you can see now this does not look good. okay? Because all those little hearts are there. So it would have been better if they were just on one. But what I wanted to show you with the hearts, and I'm just going to go through and select the hearts, is that you can take the hearts and flip them over. So whether you want them inside the design or outside the design.
Perfect for applique.
It's perfect for applique using your blanket stitch and all, so it'll just do it for you. I'm going to take that. So if I want to change those now, come on. I'm going to just touch up here. It took everything else away. I'm just going to put it in a double stitch, say okay. If it doesn't take it good, I'm going to do an undo. Nice thing on Design Center now is that we have undo and redo. For those of us that make mistakes or don't think it through. Now what you're seeing up here with the magnets, I'm going to take that off. What you're seeing up here are the green magnets. That doesn't mean they're going to show. They're just in the background. If you want to get rid of them, you can come up here and this little slide bar, I didn't get to touch it yet, we're still working. You could touch this little slide bar up here, big fingers, and it will go.
I was thinking.
Oh, it's still working. A lot of the trouble with our internet today is like they were saying on TV, they have so many people online now because everybody's home. Yeah. And it's slowing down everybody's internet.
All the schools. And Bernie, who's just walked in here. Hi, Bernie.
Hi.
We're in our sale fabric room. That's our big classroom has been converted to Mom's sale fabric on our website. So Bernie's here picking out some fabric that people purchased. We should show what they bought.
It's pretty.
Is it?
Okay.
This is our $4.95 fabric room on Mulqueen.com. Well, how about that plug?
That was very good, Darren. Very good.
Darren.
That was for Mom.
Yeah. Yay, Mom.
I did, just so everybody knows, I did a How Mulqueens Became Mulqueen Sewing and Fabric Center video, and we'll be going on YouTube with that.
And that is funny. You have to watch it. It's really funny. Okay, so if I come up here to the slide bar, I can take away, come on. It doesn't like my fingers today.
You have to push harder.
I guess.
It's probably the internet.
Come on. Okay, if I just touch it right and left, it'll take. You can touch right or left here instead of sliding it. But now it's taking the background, Tammy, so you see the magnets are gone. They're not really going to be stitched. Just everything else would be stitched. So I'm going to say next.
Ah, sorry guys. Don't want to make you sick here. My camera's...
If you were doing an applique, you could have this all in blanket stitch. And I'll show you how to make it really quick and easy. But here's our different fill stitches. So it's showing me the first one up here, the bubbles. And I can come in and change the size.
I'm just going to leave it alone.
Okay, and make them smaller. They still don't look too good, Darren.
That's okay.
Okay. So if you wanted to make like this green down here, a blanket stitch and make it into applique, I would come in here and I would first do a double stitch. And then when it's, let me go ahead, I'll walk it through. I have a double stitch for the little pot down there, all right? For all the green, if this makes sense. Okay, so now.
And when you do our classes, we'll have definitely courses on this. Just
right.
To go back over it, and I'll work on my camera skills.
Okay, so then I put that in memory. And when I put it in memory, it also goes into embroidery memory. It goes both. Now I would just come up here, touch this again, change the color, change to a triple, say okay. I don't have to touch anything. And now we have the single run, which is our placement line. We have a triple for our tack down, so we'll put it in memory. Now we're going to come up and change it again. Maybe we want a V-stitch. Change the color. It doesn't matter what colors you pick out. We're just making it now. You can use whatever colors you want. So now I'm going to say memory there. And now it's all saved in the embroidery machine. And this too, you can flip this one and you can tell it to stitch that with 3 stitches or 5 or go down, depending how thick you want it to be. Okay? So that's always a triple stitch. And then you can change the size of each of these patterns, make them smaller or bigger, whatever suits. And any changes I make, of course, then I would want to put it in memory again. So let's say I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and touch home, clear off my design center, come into embroidery, into my pocket, and there's my design. So this is my placement, set, add, memory, my tack down, set, add, memory.
And you know what? This leads into the ScanNCut almost.
Almost.
Because
You can do the ScanNCut.
You would be able to eliminate the stitch down because the ScanNCut would cut all your pieces of fabric.
That's right. So, and you can on the ScanNCut, a lot of you don't know, but you can take a PES file right into ScanNCut and it will read it. Okay, so now I've got my designs here, and here again, if I wanted to change the sewing order, I could just come down here and change whatever to go backwards or forwards or sew first. So that's really a neat function. So that's how you can make an applique quick.
We keep finding new things. We're
Yep.
excited about this upgrade.
And
So
that's really cool.
we will make sure we do videos on all of the new features.
And then on the ScanNCut too, the new ScanNCut comes with, and you will be able to purchase it. It will work with any DX ScanNCut. They have a new mat coming out that is strictly for fabric, and it's very, very tacky, and it's a beige color, so it matches the blade that's for fabric, that beige blade. So you can put those two together. You'll know they go together. And then the other thing, they came out with a specific vinyl cut blade that won't go through the backing and all, so that's really cool. And
There's the mat.
oh, they're good. Darren's got the mat up there so you can see them.
And the color, Kathy taught me yesterday, the color stripe on the bottom, even though I'm colorblind, I could match it up to the same color on the blade because the blade will match up.
So you can tell what you're using.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, just a quick, brief rundown on the new 10 needle.
Actually, let me get to that here.
Okay, oh yeah, we don't have a camera on it.
Not yet, nope.
Let me see, let me read some of the comments, see if there was a question.
And just bear with us, it's
Don't worry about being confused, we all had to start somewhere. Darren's going to switch the cameras to the 10 needle.
and believe it or not, I hit the wrong button. Can you believe that? I went the wrong direction. So I'm just getting to that point. So my little PowerPoint here. So on the upgrade, if you are interested, go ahead, and it's a refundable deposit. We are giving away the sashing hoop. Unfortunately, we didn't have the sashing hoop in stock right now to show you, but whoops, our upgrade package will be the software upgrade and the sashing hoop. So we're done all of this. I'm going to go past that. If you're interested in a bundle, please give us a call, leave your name and number. We will call you right back. And that's the upgrade. We're giving that magnifier. Get past that. Mulqueen customer bonus that Kathy will be doing videos for everybody on the upgrade. And then on the 10 needle, there is a video here. I'm a little afraid of playing the video, just because of the internet situation. But I am going to risk it.
Are you ready to up your embroidery game? Good, so are we. With the new Entrepreneur Pro X, it's perfect for your creative side, perfect for your business side. So let's take it for a spin. With 10 needle speed, it'll blow your hair back. With 10 needle auto threading, it's incredibly easy to use. You'll probably run out of ideas before you run out of built-in designs, over 1,100 in total. And with this huge embroidery area, you can let your creativity run wild. Or you can create your own unique designs with my design center. Are you a quilter who wants to dabble in embroidery, or an embroiderer who wants to try their hand at quilting? Then go ahead. Add beautiful stippling, echo stitching, or decorative fills to any embroidery design. And with our new magnetic hoop, embroider thick materials super easily. Your fabric will hold tight. No need to rehoop. Just keep sliding and stitching. And check this out. Say you're embroidering a crazy complex design with multiple thread changes. You can check your progress remotely with its cool mobile app, so you can have more me time. But before we do that, let's get down to business and take it for a spin. Because the Entrepreneur Pro X is perfect for growing entrepreneurs like you. With blazing 10 needle speed, versatility, and efficiency. A huge high-def touchscreen LCD for using the best-in-class editing features. And great options for expanding your product line. Like this flat brim cap frame for embroidering right up to the brim on almost any hat style. And this tubular frame table for pants and sleeves. Plus added support for bigger projects. All working together to help you get your beautiful creations to market fast. And what if your business really takes off? No worries. You can link up to 10 machines together wirelessly. It's time to cut the cord. So you can build an embroidery empire. Okay, well, maybe not an empire, but you can make lots and lots of cool stuff to sell. That's the Entrepreneur Pro X PR 1055X. Perfect for your creative side, perfect for your business side. Which side are you?
Well, there it was. It seems like our...
Excuse me, Jared, I wanted to answer a couple of the comments I've seen.
Oh, yes.
Brenda asked if where we could, Deborah asked where we could go to look at the pricing online. You can't. That's a brother stipulation. We can't post prices online. You have to call or come in the store, and I'm not even sure if they call, we can quote on the phone.
Yes, we can, as long as you're a Mulqueen customer.
Okay, as long as you're a Mulqueen customer. Yes, Lynn, you don't have to buy the new ScanNCut. As long as you have one of the DX models, you can use those two mats and blade. And Julie, yes, I'm glad we could do this for all of us that have been, I think, like grounded, you know, when I was a teenager and I have to stay home. This is the first time I've been in the store in over 6 months, actually since March 17th.
Right.
So I'm glad we're doing it too, so I could come in and see everybody. So we'll try and do more, and we'll try and figure out the little bugs that are happening, whether they're us or the internet, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, like the microphone part, we'll figure that out.
Okay.
For the next time we do this. But on the 10 needle, in my opinion, it's like the Luminaire with 10 needles.
Exactly.
There is a new hat hoop for it, and I was excited to find out that the new hat hoop will work on the 6 needle and the other two 10 needles. And we'll have this hat hoop in stock soon so we can show it to you. Come on in to the store down the road, I guess probably I would say in about 2 weeks. We will definitely advertise when the hat hoops come in, and the sashing hoop is also now available for the 10 needles as well. I was excited. If you already have a 10 needle, even though we would love to sell you the new one and the new features, there is no upgrade for the old 10 needle to the new 10 needle. It's just that the hat hoop and the sashing hoop will work on the existing machines. And Kathy is on camera 3 here, showing some of the screen And thank you all for hanging in there with us. I was listening to something and they said the average length of a Facebook Live video should be 18 minutes, and we're at almost 2 hours.
Are we really?
Yeah, hour
Oh
and
my
50
God.
minutes we've been online.
How many people have fallen asleep? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Appreciate everybody.
Okay, so here, these are similar to the Luminaire. If you want to see big pictures, if you want to see smaller pictures so you see more, and you can even go smaller so you can see a whole bunch at once. So that's one of the new features. I'm going to say set, and I'm going to come into edit end, and then I'm going to come to, let me make sure I'm doing this right. I'm not proficient on the, I'm going to touch over here. It looks like a little spool of thread. You touch that. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's supposed to show you all the needles where the threads go. I did it yesterday. It was fine. Let me go back one screen.
All these new features that
Yeah, it's a new feature, but it's so cool.
this machine and the new Luminaire XP2, they're both here in stock, so we can deliver them now if anybody's interested. If you're interested in last year's model on the XP1, where we add the upgrade, we have the machines, just not the upgrades yet. Give us a call. Look at that, is pretty.
It is, and
Well,
I just
that's turning the camera on so
Yes.
you can see.
the exact stitching and where it is and where it's going to stitch. But I wanted to go back. Oh, I did it yesterday, and I just love that feature because it almost makes me want a 10 needle, which I've never had. But I guess I'm not going to find it. But what it did, it showed every color in this design, what spool of thread it should go on. So you knew exactly which of the pegs back there and which needle and where it would go. It's very, very cool, if I can find it.
And just so you know, we do have a special package offer on the 10 needle as well. Who would have thought? If you are interested in that, please come in and see us here. We have them at our Glendale location and our Mesa location. We will be reopening our Tempe store hopefully soon. We've been trying to keep everybody safe, and we needed more help in our Mesa store to keep it going and opened. But we do love seeing everybody come in. When you do come in, you'll have to say, "Hi Darren, it's me," because everybody's been wearing masks and I can't tell who they are.
We couldn't tell if there was going to be a burglar, huh?
Yep.
See if I come back here.
Where's Kathy at?
I can't find it.
That function does sound really cool.
It is, and I had it up here yesterday, you know, in my pea brain now I can't remember where it was. But it was really just nice. Also here, and I'm not sure I can find that, they demoed it for us. It does have a lot of functions of the Luminaire. But on the 1055 now, if you wanted, let's say I didn't want to stitch out the pink right there, I could touch delete and it would take all the stitches out of that area.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't have to just, you know, skip a color so it wouldn't sew. I could actually delete it. So if you had a big function that, something like, let's say one of those mandalas or something that you scanned in Design Center and turned it to stitches, brought it here, and then you go, oh, that's too many. You could touch what you want to get rid of it. Okay, I guess.
So you'll have to come in and see us. There was just the one other machine. Unfortunately, they didn't. Do you have other cool things? Just know that the sashing stuff, the octagon shape, that's in here, right? The hexagon?
Yes.
Yep. So everything that we kind of already showed on the Luminaire, you can do on this.
Mm-hmm.
One cool thing is when you're doing the sashing, the 2-color sashing, this machine has 10 needles, so
Goes faster.
it's faster. A lot of people have like a Luminaire and or you know, a Dream machine or something that's really nice on the sewing and embroidery, and they want to upgrade. A lot of times people will keep that machine for the sewing part of it, and then they'll get a 10 needle for the embroidery part, because it is a embroidery only machine.
I'm sorry, I just can't remember where it was. I pulled
That's
it
okay.
up twice yesterday, trying to be prepared, but now it's gone.
Yep, that is okay.
Okay.
And it's a fun household machine or a business machine.
Mm-hmm.
My brother Ken, he teaches a lot of the business side of multi-needle machines, so we have a inside person for anybody that buys from us on how to price and how to start your own embroidery business. We can do that type of information at any time for you, because it is a great time now to have a home business, because we're all at home. And I've heard from many people, just like our business, where people want to sew. We're excited that we've sold more machines than ever. We do appreciate everybody that supports us through these crazy times. But in the embroidery world, I've heard from people that have embroidery businesses that their businesses haven't slowed down either. They've been just as busy as ever, especially kind of going into new ways of embroidering on masks or other, you always have to kind of change with the times and start to expand your business into new areas. We have one more product that we would like to talk about, which is the ScanNCut. And we did discuss this mat. We're excited for this mat. I ordered a lot of them.
And the vinyl cut, did I mention that?
Yep.
The vinyl cut blade?
So the mats will be available. I don't know how much they are yet. We are working on putting them on our website right now, and I'm hoping that we will put them in that same icon on the front page of our website, mulqueen.com, where you click on the butterfly, the Anita Goodesign logo, and it should bring you to all of the new stuff that we've been talking about. So that you can get more information. This is the vinyl blade. It's a new blade that just is introduced called Vinyl Auto Blade. It helps you, let me move my face. Look at that, I can move my face all around. Get it out of the way there. Create detailed vinyl projects with the Auto Blade. They felt that the other blade wasn't as detailed for vinyl. And so we will have those shortly. There's a new vinyl blade kit, that's the image on the bottom, where you get the blade and you get designs that work with the blade. I didn't put them all up here, but there's a new Disney design collection called, I think it's called the Disney Vinyl Auto Blade Kit, with some Mickey Mouse designs that are in it for vinyl. And this one is my brother Ken's favorite here coming up. Look at that. They now have a Frozen 2 kit. It's actually a design collection, specifically made for vinyl and the vinyl auto blade. I'm sure you could probably use it for, what do you think, Kathy, on the other blade?
Mm-hmm.
But Ken loves Frozen, and now he's really excited for Frozen 2.
Can I answer a couple comments here?
Yes, please, please.
Thank you, Al and Keith. Nice to hear the comments. Yes, I think it was Lynn asked if she could use the new fabric mat on her ScanNCut. As long as the ScanNCut is a DX, you can use it. Okay?
Yeah.
But it has to be a DX, one of the newest ones.
Same with the vinyl blade, right? You should. I don't think
Yeah.
you need. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to buy the whole new machine. You can just buy those two. Thank you, Kay.
And what do you know? I have Disney ScanNCuts on sale. They are amazing. They have a lot of extra accessories and designs built in compared to the smaller version. It's on sale for $7.99. And let's see, there's one more new thing that they talked about. It's a new dynamic walking foot set. We're excited about this. A lot of walking feet you would not want to use on vinyl or leather, because it could leave tracks. And so it looks like they've come up with a way to have a walking foot work with those materials. And
Papa has a question. Is the 10 needle is mechanically different from the 1050X?
no,
Not
it's
really.
the same mechanically from what we
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So I don't think that people will trade up from the the 1050 to this one, to the 1055, but I'm sure you'll want the new hat hoop and the sashing hoop, border hoop. But if you don't have a 10 needle, this is the best time because you can get a special deal on the 10 needle. And we're going to stay a little bit longer on, even though we're not live, so we can maybe answer a few of the questions. I'll try to scroll back through some of them. But I do want to give our last prize away. I'm going to, it's basically going to be a thread set that we have. It's a Floriani thread set with some of their trending colors, and a stabilizer kit, and we'll might as well offer a $25 gift card as well.
For me?
No, for the winner.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I thought I was getting something.
And this winner was selected from the comments. We had somebody do just a random, we threw a dart at the monitor. Just kidding. No, we just had somebody go through that didn't know any of our customers, so we're not playing favorites. And they selected this winner, and the winner that they wrote down is, are you guys ready? I wrote on this. It is bad handwriting, but it's Paula Eldridge.
Yay, Paula.
Hopefully you're watching, Paula. We have your information so that we can get a hold of you. We'll do a private message to you to say that you were the winner of that. And again, thank you for supporting our family business. We do appreciate it so much. Crazy times, we can't wait to get back to these group classes. I believe our November event, which would have been our Southwest Embroidery Conference, the second annual, may be delayed. So I'm not quite sure we'll be doing that because November is coming up quick. We're hoping that we can do another January event with you all, but we want to keep everybody safe because we love you all. You've been supportive of our family business for so long, and we do thank you for everything from the whole Mulqueen staff. We appreciate you and thank you. Hope to see you soon. I know that a lot of you winter elsewhere, or I'm sorry, summer elsewhere and winter here, but if you're away, just know that we're here for you if you need anything. I appreciated you commenting from all your states that you're at. That was awesome to see all of our customers from all over. If you're here, you can come into the store and see these new machines. And with that...
You know what else is bad? Sorry, Darren, I gotta tell them this. Okay, so some of you have heard me say that I've been teaching for the Mulqueens. In September, it'll be 20 years. And so I'm trying to get a gold watch. Pat told me I have to deduct now the 6 months that I haven't been here.
Right.
That's not fair. I was answering emails at home.
Yes.
So, and that's another thing. If any of you have some questions, you can always email me. And you can get my email here or from one of those things. And yes, Shirley asked if there's any upgrades for the Dream Machine. No. Is the Dream Machine a thing of the past? It's not being made anymore. Okay? So that's a couple of comments that I saw coming in.
The Dream Machine turned into the Stellaire.
Uh-huh.
So unfortunately they'll be doing most likely stuff, they'll offer stuff for the Stellaire, but
Yeah.
not the Dream anymore. But the Dream is still an amazing machine.
Yes, you have to call for prices.
Yep, and we do have somebody standing by at the phone numbers on the screen. So if you do call, we will most likely just take your name and phone number. Please call this number and not the store so that we get the right person they know what's going on, to be able to answer your call, and they'll get your name and number, and we will
Thanks,
call you back.
Christina.
And I'm sorry, if we missed any of your questions, please email me. My email is darren@mulqueen.com. It's on the screen there. Just email me your questions if we missed it. We are so new at this, as you can tell. But I think by the end we were pretty smooth. So I think that next time we do this, we'll be like experts.
I don't
Right?
know if I'm coming back.
Oh, you're not?
You know, I might retire soon. So, just saw some more of our customers and students. So good to see all of you, and seeing you on here, that means you're safe and you're well. So it's been good.
So we're going to sign out. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. We're going to put some of this on YouTube so you can watch the Taylor and Brian video again without interruption and our background noises. But thank you guys so much for everything. We'll see you again. Bye. Kathy, you're a natural.
I think they liked it. Most people, after we got through with the problem.
I gotta use the restroom. Gotta go for a while there. I'll be right back.
Scream, Kathy. I'm gonna scream. Why?
Ivory, but not cream.
I messed up. I couldn't remember.
On the live?
Yeah, you know how I showed you where the thread colors were? On here? I can't find it again. No, it showed up here.
Oh,
It showed like each spool where each thread color would go. I mean, it was like the bottom of the spool up here in order for you know to put them up. It's weird. Let's just undo. Isn't that weird?
Is it?
Mm-mm. It's strange. I don't get it. I've looked at everything. I might have to watch that video again. No. That's single color. Crazy, huh?
Is it just under embroidery or no?
Mm-mm. I don't think it's an embroidery because you have to put your threads up first. I tried this and it didn't do it.